welcome to System Override. We're your hosts, Quincy
and Austin.
We're your source of news, entertainment, and all activities happening on campus.
We have a very exciting show for you today. First, starting with Planet Progress. That is some interesting info on video game consoles.
Today in Planet Progress, we dive into one of the most popular pastimes in the world today, that being video games, and more specifically, video game consoles.
Let's find out where it all began.
The video game console begins in 1967 when a German television engineer invented what he called the brown box.
This console came with one original game called Chase Game, where two players can control their own square on screen and chase each other.
Then in 1972, the Magnavox Odyssey was invented. This was the first commercial video game console. However, many people did not see its potential, and the Odyssey soon died off.
But there is one video game console that started the craze. With their massive success with arcade games, Atari brought their immensely popular game Pong from the arcade to the home in 1975. They became a household name and brought video game consoles to the masses.
With Pong being such a massive success, Atari wanted to keep the ball rolling and decided to release a new console in 1977 called the Atari 2600. And with it came some new technology, like games that were in separate cartridges that allowed for the buyer to pick and choose what they wanted to play and not being held down to just a single game. Many popular titles came from this, like Space Invaders and Breakout.
Then, in 1980, there was the very first console war. Atari had a new challenger, and it was Mattel with its Intellivision system. The Intellivision featured better graphics than the 2600 and even introduced the first synthesized voice from a game console. This encouraged third-party game developers like Coleco and Activision and drive the success of consoles even further.
In 1985, a Japanese card game company jumped into the market, and that company is Nintendo. They quickly became the highest sold 16-bit game console in history. The NES also conceived many popular titles still relevant today, like Super Mario Bros., The Legend of Zelda, and Final Fantasy.
Fast forward 10 years to 1995, and in comes Sony with the PlayStation. Introducing all new technology like three-dimensional gameplay and CD-ROM game discs, which drastically drops the price, making gaming more affordable. 5 years later, Sony will release the PlayStation 2 and will be the most sold console of all time, selling over 155 million units.
From there on out, video game consoles have kept improving and advancing.
Now let's see where video game consoles are today.
The current frontrunners in the video game consoles today are Sony with their PS4 Pro that offers stunning 4K graphics and HDR gaming, and Microsoft with their Xbox One X that features 12GB GDDR5 memory, making it the most powerful console to date, and Nintendo with their Switch that bridges at-home and portable gaming into one.
Together, all these consoles generate roughly 120 million users per month, and that number is only growing.
With all the hype around video games, it's interesting to see where they're heading and what we might expect in the future.
The future of game consoles is difficult to predict and could go many different routes. Some say that virtual reality will be implemented into these systems and make for a more immersive experience. But some developers say that this is not what the majority of the players want.
That is the main decider on what comes next. These corporations have grown and have reached large numbers and are willing to listen to their customers and invest in the next big idea.
And just like any technology, video game systems are becoming faster, smarter, and more realistic. With so many people invested in video games, only time will tell what comes next.
Thank you for watching this episode of Planet Progress on video game consoles.
We'll see you next time.
Wow, that was interesting to see how the video game console progressed.
Yeah, for sure. Anyways, do you know what day it is today?
Tuesday?
No.
International Feelies Fog Wagger Day?
What the? No? Well, Maybe, but anyway, it's free smoothie day here at NWTC. Stop by the Student Involvement Office to get your coupon, then head over to the Buzz to pick up yours today, and today only.
Wow, that sounds fantastic.
Yes, yes it is. Well, next on System Override, we have something else fantastic.
Is it,
Just stop. Next up is Music for the Soul. Wow, that was so insightful. I think the black screen really added to that one.
and having no audio, that was a bold choice.
For sure. It was a well overall video. In other news around campus, October 4th, there will be a Pin It to Win It cash giveaway.
Located in the Student Involvement Center in SC 118, and winners will be notified on October 5th.
Lastly, we take a deep, inspiring, influential, and overall amazing journey with the 4 Food Guys.
And I have to agree with that one. Let's check it out.
What up? What up? We're the 4 Food Guys.
And we review the best foods that restaurants have to offer.
So you don't have to.
And this week, we're going to the Exchange Coffee and Mercantile in De Pere. Alrighty, we are on our way to the Exchange. Yeah.
So Joe, what's at the Exchange?
Okay, so it's like a basic, kind of like a basic cafe. You got your basic coffee drinks, and then what they're known for is their like waffle dishes. Basically, anything comes on a waffle. The thing I wanted everybody to try is the 3 cheese grilled cheese. So it's literally a grilled cheese on a waffle.
Okay. So excited for the Exchange.
Alrighty, so we have made it to De Pere. We're going to be walking into the Exchange soon.
This is great. I could drink this.
We just finished eating at the Exchange. We're getting ready to do our review for all the food, so stay tuned for that. Overall, the 3 cheese grilled cheese, does that make sense? Taste absolutely amazing. The way they mixed the 3 cheeses into the waffle was able to make it taste just like the best grilled cheese you've ever experienced. The waffle was literally almost infused with cheese. It was an absolute dairy heaven.
It was more like a cheese. It was like cheese with a side of waffle.
It was just a cheesy bounce house.
Cheesy bounce house of absolute cheesiness. Alright, so Nick, explain to us the price of the 3 cheese grilled cheese.
So the price was $8.80, about $9 for the whole plate. You got a massive sandwich, gooey cheese, little side salad. Everything was presented like really nice, kind of like exquisitely. And what you get for it was really like, if you're a fan of cheese, definitely get what you pay for.
I kind of noticed with that too. When you took a bite into it, you wouldn't get all 3 cheeses at once. It kind of like you first tasted like the first cheese.
Come in waves.
The cheese came in waves.
It definitely wasn't bland.
It was not bland
Yeah,
at
it
all.
wasn't.
So, Quincy, for our ratings, how would you rate the Exchange Coffee and Mercantile?
For me, I thought the price was really well worth what you got, and along with the taste, it was great, and the blend of everything all together made it really worth what you were getting. So then, for me, I'd give it 4 out of 4 Food Guys.
Alrighty, I'm gonna have to agree on Quincy with his rating. I would definitely give the Exchange Coffee and Mercantile in De Pere 4 Food Guys out of 4 for the price, the look, and the atmosphere.
For me, I'd have to give it 3.5 out of 4 Food Guys. I'm not a big cheese guy, but everything was laid out perfectly, nice. It all went together really well, and the atmosphere, you can't beat it. So 3.5 out of 4.
Sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to give it 2 out of 4 food guys.
Wow.
The atmosphere was there, right? The taste was there. Tasted great. I think the biggest Achilles heel to me is the price. The sandwich wasn't that big. You just get a little salad on the side. I just think you don't, for that price, I paid with a coffee, I paid $13, I want to say. It was like $13. I just like, when I'm paying $13 for a meal, like I expect to be full after that meal. You know what I mean? But like I said, man, the price, it's just, I think 2 out of 4.
Understandable. All right, guys, this wraps up this week's episode. Just a reminder, we're the 4 food guys, and we'll see you next week.
Peace.
That was real Gouda.
Don't be cheesy. Oh, yeah, wow.
Well, that's just about it for us. I'm Quincy.
And I'm Austin. We'll see you next week on System Override.